Dog was kind to anyone except the babysitter. The reason behind it was shocking.
But before we start, please take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe to Happy World, and hit the bell so you'll never miss these great stories.
Most dog owners treat their furry friends as part of the family. Aside from teaching them fun tricks, dog lovers typically dream of being able to understand their language. From their facial reactions, ears and tongue movement, bark, and more, humans take time to determine what their furry best friends are trying to say. Benjamin and Hope Jordan was the couple from South Carolina who experienced firsthand that so-called canine language has the power to change their lives forever. When they noticed that their dog treated their babysitter in such a strange way, they decided to take action. What they found out after brought them a combination of horror and relief. A little neighborhood in Charleston, South Carolina, had witnessed how Benjamin and Hope Jordan built their dreams together. After a year of marriage, Hope gave birth to a bouncing baby boy, and they named him Finn. Aside from their baby boy, the couple had another one in the house that they considered family. It was the Black Labrador Retriever and German Shepherd mix named Killian. To the eyes of many, the Jordans were the epitome of a happy and perfect family. While most parents would feel quite reluctant to have a huge dog guarding over a few-month-old baby, Benjamin and Hope thought otherwise. They had Killian first before Finn was born, and the dog was adequately trained. Moreover, the couple made sure the dog had the necessary vaccines. Although Finn was not yet able to talk, it was clear that their baby boy adored the dog. He'd frequently smile whenever Killian was around, and whenever he was asleep, Killian would lie beside his crib and wait patiently until he was up again. The couple didn't need a translator to know that their dog had the same feelings for Finn. They were like best friends. In 2012, Benjamin got a better job offer in Charleston. Although Hope had her own job as well, they knew that they had to take advantage of work opportunities that can help them save for a better future. So they mutually decided to pack and move to another place, leaving behind their good relatives and neighbors. In their new home, they had to start from scratch when it comes to gaining new friends in the neighborhood. Unlike before, when they could just call a trusted friend to look over Finn while they were away, they had to hire someone who could take care of their baby. So, Benjamin and Hope started looking for a babysitter. Fortunately for the Jordan couple, there were a lot of agencies in Charleston wherein they could get the perfect candidate. A little research on the internet and they'd narrowed it down to the possible list of babysitters for Finn. Among the women in the list, Hope got interested in a 22-year-old applicant named Alexis Khan. Although she was young, she'd listed a lot of experience when it comes to taking care of babies. However, before they contacted Alexis, they did some detective work. Benjamin and Hope were not oblivious to cases of child abuse often filed against babysitters. However, they both had to go to work and they really needed one to take care of Finn as well as to look after the house. To ensure their baby boy will be in good hands, Benjamin ran a background check. After thorough checking, the background check gave excellent results. Alexis Khan was clean and her experiences seemed to be all legit. So Hope made the call. Within a few days, the babysitter moved into their house. Since the new parents were still in the process of adjusting to their setup, they started leaving Finn with Alexis on a periodic basis. The couple was impressed with her skills and they quickly trusted that she was knowledgeable in babysitting. Aside from Finn, Alexis watched over the family dog as well. However, what had an excellent start was instantly marred when the couple noticed weird changes in their dog's behavior toward the babysitter. Alexis Khan had been living with the Jordans for 5 months when Benjamin felt that something strange was going on. Killian was naturally sweet and protective to Finn. However, whenever the babysitter was close to the baby, the dog would suddenly get tense and angry. At first, the couple thought that the dog was just feeling overprotective. But when a time came that Benjamin needed to tie him up so Alexis would be able to go near the baby, it became apparent that the dog was up to something. In the years that Killian had been with Benjamin and Hope, the couple confidently claimed that he was a good boy. He was a calm and loving dog, and he was nice to everyone who approached their house. Although he used to bark when there were strangers outside, it was still different when the babysitter was around. According to Hope, Killian's mannerism whenever he saw Alexis was frightening. He looked as if he was always ready to attack the poor woman. He was kind to everyone but the babysitter. For weeks, Benjamin and Hope decided to observe why Killian was particularly aggressive towards Alexis. Aside from his strange behaviors, it seemed to the couple that nothing was wrong in the house. Of course, Finn wasn't able to tell them what was happening whenever they were away. When it became too hard to restrain their dog from wanting to attack Alexis, Benjamin and Hope felt quite confident that their dog was trying to deliver them a warning. Sort of, I don't like this lady. The Jordans were happy with the way Alexis was taking care of Finn. Of course, she's also a human who could make mistakes. One time, Finn had a toothache. Instead of giving him non-medicated tablets, Alexis gave him adult medication. Fortunately, nothing wrong happened with their baby. Things like that were forgivable for Benjamin and Hope. However, more than their eyes could see, they were feeling suspicious about what was going on. They knew Killian was trying to send them a message. His attitude towards Alexis seemed to worsen with each passing day, so they decided it was time to scrape for some clues. Finally, on September 12, 2012, Benjamin and Hope made the first step to find out what was really going on in their house whenever they were away. Although they were growing suspicious, they couldn't just fire a babysitter. Moreover, she seemed good at her job. The genius trap was suggested by the couple's friends. They were mostly away, so they needed to leave an ear. Before they left the house that day, an instrument that would bring them the truth was tactically put in place. Benjamin and Hope decided to open up a memo recording app on her phone. They selected the part of the house where Alexis and Finn mostly stayed, the living room. Then, Benjamin put the device just under the couch and made sure that it was completely hidden from view. For the almost 8 hours that they were away, the device recorded everything that happened inside the house. When the couple went home that day, they intentionally sent out Alexis for an errand. That gave them the chance to retrieve the device from under the couch. When Benjamin clicked on the playback button, they were shocked at the sounds that came back. It seemed that they'd only been away for a few minutes when the babysitter had shown their real identity. There was lots of swearing, and what's more terrifying was the sound of their baby crying. It wasn't normal. Although Benjamin and Hope were unable to see what happened, the sounds recorded were enough to know that they'd employed an abusive babysitter. Aside from the cussing, there were sounds of slaps, following by baby Finn's cries of distress. Gripping the device hard, Hope was extremely sorry that their little one had to undergo molestation whenever they were away. Benjamin was gritting his teeth. At that moment, he wanted to grab and hurt the babysitter. Although Hope found it too hard to bear what was recorded, she mustered her courage to listen to it to the end. There was even a point where she could hear that Alexis was actually shaking her baby, perhaps to calm him down. However, it only added to the baby's distress. Finn's cry of anguish seemed to stab the couple's heart. They thought of how helpless he'd been. They felt that if Finn could only talk, they'd be able to hear more of the horrific incidents. Fortunately, it was not too late for the couple to set things straight. The shaken couple couldn't believe that they'd trusted their precious child to a monster. They were pretty sure the incidents didn't just happen on that particular day and had been going on for months. Because of the audio tape, Killian's sudden change of behavior whenever the babysitter was around became crystal clear. Their dog knew that Finn was being abused, and he wanted to tell them through his aggressive actions. They were just sorry it took them months to figure it out. With a substantial piece of evidence in their possession, Benjamin and Hope were determined to give the babysitter what she deserved. They'd been really nice to her, and hurting their baby was her response. Finn could have been killed. Wasting no time at all, the couple told Alexis what they discovered. Although they wanted to physically hurt her as well, they knew it wasn't the smartest action. There was a mixture of shock and remorse before she ran away. Benjamin and Hope Jordan filed a case against Alexis Khan. After the necessary proceedings, the abusive babysitter was arrested by Charleston City Police. Since they had all the evidence, Alexis realized there was no way she could deny what she'd done. When she confessed to what she did, the case came to a close in just a short time. She was sentenced to serve a minimum of 1 year and a maximum of 3 years in prison. Moreover, she'd been barred by the Child Abuse Registry from ever working with children again. It was only then that the Jordans felt a real victory. At least, she couldn't hurt any other helpless babies again. When word came out about how the Jordan couple were able to put a stop to the dirty work of an abusive babysitter, Killian became a celebrity, naturally following suit. Again, he was proof that even animals know how to live right, with compassion and kindness towards one another. Benjamin and Hope were extremely thankful that their son had a best friend and a bodyguard he could count on. After some time, it became clear that Finn didn't suffer apparent long-term effects. Benjamin told the media that they were all moving on and they were hoping that what happened to their child could bring a valuable lesson to all parents and babysitters out there.